So, as you know, today's class it's a bit different because it's our very last class for this training. Just a reminder, if you recall on our flyer, we said this is just a beginner's guide to smartphone graphics. So, as such, our task and our assignment was to only see we groom you to at least a level where you can at least call yourself a graphic designer, even if it's just an amateur. Alright? So this is not a package that is aimed at making you a professional. Like I said in the very first class, becoming a professional graphic designer will depend on how committed and how serious you are about it. There are a lot of tutorials out there. You can even be following our YouTube channels, and eventually I will be releasing few other advanced teachings and graphic designs. Also, I will soon be releasing tutorials on graphic design with PC, okay, for those that are intent to enter into graphic design field, as well as tutorials and teachings and training in other fields or skills or business ideas and the rest. So just ensure you stay in touch by subscribing to our page. 2022 will be releasing a lot of things. It's going to be a great year as we plan to do a lot of exploit and see how we can be of help to the society as we grow as a business. Okay, so in today's class what we'll be doing is we'll be looking at some of the few things and features of Pixel Lab that we are yet to discover as a result of lack of time. I will try to see if there are few important ones that I have not covered. Let me save the project. I'm currently working for someone, so let me just save it. Outreach. Alright, so sorry about that. Tutorial as usual. Let me close this. Alright, so I will begin by opening a blank, and then I will add a text. I will add a text. Alright, so this text, I will increase the font. We are all familiar with what I've been doing so far. So I'm sure now let me talk a bit more about the text tool first. Okay, so for the text tools, I know we're already familiar with edit that allows you to edit the text, delete that allows you to delete, copy to copy it, front to make this front brings it to the topest layer, back brings it take it back to the lowest layer. We know about positions and relative position, size and padding, color and texture as well, opacity, rotate and max as well. And this max generally is much more applicable with objects and shapes, okay, but generally cut off some part of the text that you don't want, so you can even use it to manipulate what you want as well. If I do like this is what I'll have. That is for the max. Okay, still on the text. Then font, we are familiar with it. Curve, we are already familiar with curve. Okay, so now the other thing that I didn't talk about is background. Now you can actually add the background color to a text. You don't really need to, the other time I was telling one of you to add white background to one text like this, but I was telling him to add a rectangle, then add the text on top of it. So there are other ways you do it. You can add background to the text directly. You do that by coming here and activating it. Now this is the current background. You change it to what you want. Okay, let me say I will change it to blue here. It can be gradient as well. Alright, so let me say I change it here. Now this padding, increase it by the right. that is by the left, sorry, and reduce it by the left. Okay, so you can use it for decoration and all other things as well. That is for that left padding, and then right is by the right. Okay, and then top is by the top, and then bottom just like the name. So you can use this one to add background. Then radius is the curve around it. Okay, so radius is the curve around it. Alright, so that's one thing that we skip. Okay, so that is for how it's looking. It's just one file here. It's just one object is text, and the text is edited. All other settings are on it. So the next thing after the background that I will not talk about maybe is the alignment. Before I talk about the alignment, let me deactivate this one and show us how it works. Assuming we have a long text that is okay. Let me just say a long text that is taking that is more than 2 or 3 lines. This is when this feature may come in handy. Alright, so let's assume we have a text like this. Let me reduce the size. Alright, so let me reduce the size. Let's say we have a text like this. So the importance of the alignment means shifting the text either this way, or centralizing it. That's the purpose. And then we have option justification, which try to, as long as it's possible, it try to extend it and make sure it ends at the same age. But if the text is very short, it will have to do as this. Okay, that is it for justification and alignment. Then we have spacing. Is the space, this first one letter is the space between the letters. Are you seeing? Alright, so that is for it. It may come in handy. Alright, it's very useful. Let me show you in one of my designs. But before that, yeah, there's one called the vertical one as well. Okay, let me show you how it comes in handy. Let me show you one of that. This is a design I did some weeks ago. You can see our logo here. Now, look at this convention that you see, this text convention here. Now, the importance of this text convention, to make it like this with spacing here, you use the maybe they are locked. Okay, let me use this one that is unlocked. So the importance of it, to be able to have something extending that much is you use the spacing here. Okay, that was how I was able to put something like convention there. And then annual sister, sorry, you can also reduce it so that you come closer. There's mindful of the balance, like I always say. So I will not save it, I will just close it because it's an important one. Okay, I will not like to play it. Alright, so that's it. I will add the text again. Alright, that's it. So I was talking about the spacing. Let me apply it more. Okay, that's it. Alright, then We have what we call stroke, is the outline color of the text. It's not the same with shadow. This one is a precise color. Okay, this is how it works. You stroke wide, increase this thing outside, and it can become something like this. It may come in handy sometimes. Very similar to the shadow, but not exactly the same. That's how it works. But please make sure when you are using the color, make sure that the two colors are very opposite so that the text will be clear. Don't do color rhyming here with the stroke, it won't make sense. The idea is to make one readable. It's either you have black, and then you show you black stroke and then white text color. Okay, so it will look something like this. But just ensure that they are not the same color or similar. So just make it something different, dark and bright. That's the idea of the trick. Just color that are very opposite will do. Okay, so the next thing I'll try to show us, I think, is about shadow, inner shadow, in the emboss. It just works around tweaking your text a little bit. It's also applicable to objects, but then if you increase the size, it reduces as well. Okay, so that is all about emboss. You can be checking them. I won't take much time. I will deactivate it. The next thing is perspective. Now, this is how we have some things. I'm sure you've come across works that are looking like this. Okay, now this is done under perspectives. Okay, so it allows you to arrange the thing just like working with the with the axis. But this one 3 axis instead of 2. I think if I'm right. So this is how it works. The perspective. Okay, so I'll unlock it. So the next thing we have here is the 3D rotate. It allows you to rotate the text either like this, or like this. This is usually how we do mock-up. When I talk about mock-up, let me show you how to do the mock-up using the perspective. So I'll add in some of your work. For example, let me use the business card some of you did recently. Alright, so by the way, most of the business card people did are mostly front. I don't think I have seen back. Which one should I pick for it? Okay, let me just pick this recent one. Okay, so this is how it works. Let's say I have a design here that I did like this. I want the design to look awesome and cool in a way. We call it mock-up. I'm sure you've come across designs that are looking so good. So let me start by adding shadow to it. And start by reducing it somewhere like this. Then reducing the radius. I'll be increasing. So I'll go to perspective. No, sorry, I'll go to 3D rotate. I'll rotate it a bit. And you see? So this is how we do. You see a lot of things like this. Okay, some make it like mirror. Alright, so this is how you get objects like this. A design that was torn like this, you'll be wondering. Then shape, add the shapes, make it look like 3D with back. Okay, you can even use color on behind, the colors you want. Okay, so if you're looking at the object, it's looking more of 3D now. That's the purpose of the 3D shape. And then it can be either oblique, or you make it in the depths of, I see, you can make it in the form of perspective. That's the purpose there. And then we have rotation. It doesn't have to, just because it's looking that way doesn't mean it will only be one side, it can be other side. Okay, alright, that is about 3D design. You can, so I'm just, this video is just to tell you that there are a lot of things that we are not able to cover due to time and shortage and the focus of this training. But what I'm trying to say is that you can do so much. You know, there are a lot of people, almost 100 plus, and then there are only like 20 people that are consistent and serious. Now, I don't know whether it's because it's called smartphone graphics that some are underestimating it, but let me be frank with you. I have almost every day I have work, and because of this training, I have to turn down a lot of work. Almost every day, I'm turning down one or two works, design works. There are a lot of works there. It's like one of my source of cash flow. You can make use of it. I'm not saying venture into graphic full time, but then it can be something you can be getting one or two something, even if it is just money for data. I'm sure it will come in handy. But then if you are serious with it, you can do more. Like I'm doing a lot with it. I can't remember the last time I even opened my Photoshop because I got used to the mobile phone design. And just so you know, it was like this that I was procrastinating that I found this phone graphic design is wash and wash like this. But then this year I just say let me just take time and learn it very well. And just like in less than 2 weeks I became familiar with it early this year. If not before, I can do my work based on my based on this fact that I'm into tech, so getting used to apps, and then I'm a graphic designer normally, so it became easy for me to learn. Alright, so under objects here, under text, I think we've checked text. And this background, this the other time when I was talking about exporting the file as logo without background. I mean, tap this, come to this place and tap for transparent. I see when you have this dot dot dot, it means there is no background. And then for sizing now, for people that will be doing major design, a lot of designs, you can do A4, A3, and all of that design size here. Okay, you don't have to be worried. So this is how you do it. You change the paper size. You come here, sizing here. Now this is using pixel. All right. So what you need to do is, if you're not aware of what is the pixel size of A4, just open your browser. It's simple. Just open your browser and then maybe just type A4 pixel. A4 pixel paper resolution in pixel. Alright, I see showing that the height is 3508. So I'll go for I will just minimize, go to my and look for wide height. So 3508. Let me check the other one. It's here 2480. So it is 2480, and there it is. You have an A4. Are you seeing it from here to here? And this is an A4 size. That means you can do your design here. Just make sure when you are exporting it, export it as PNG, and then you don't even need to touch the custom size here because you're already using resolution here. So if you touch it, it will spoil your work. But then you can even keep it at ultra if you insist. Okay, but then I maintain the custom so that it will use the resolution When you export the image, it can be printed. It has the same quality. You don't have to worry. I have done banner design here. I did banner design on this app. This is my phone. Alright, and then you can also use picture as your background. You just come to here, still under here, you just come to picture from gallery. Alright, so let's say I have a particular work that I want to use as a background. Let me just say, let me just look for one background here. Okay, ideally I was supposed to do one design, so let me show you sample. Let me say I will use this one as background. Okay, so I will type it. This become my background. Are you seeing? This is now the background. Let me hide this one and show you sample of example. I want what I want to do. So I'll add a shape here. I will extend it. Like I told you, always extend it very big so that it can full here. I'll go to gradient, give it this color, activate it, and then I will just go to objects here and opacity. Sorry, sorry about this. I think I touched one or two things. Alright, so tutorial is taking very long, so I'll just go to opacity. I'll reduce the size to maybe 8 something. Are you seeing? And then maybe I'll just add, let me pick an idea, or I'll just come and say something. Let me just give you roughly. Let me just say outreach, for example. Okay, for example, I'll come here, outreach. Are you seeing how it's looking nice? Simplicity is design. Yeah, I will now say, I'm just showing you example. I'm not trying to design anything. I'll just say to the less privileged. Alright, so are you seeing? I'll just come to A here and reduce the size. Let me just say 25. And then let me use the spacing that I just showed you earlier. I'll extend it somewhere like this. I will now change the color to something. Now the idea is, if you are using dark background, the text will always be light. Okay, so I see outreach. Okay, so a lot of things I can. Let me just add. Come here, gallery, and try to add. Forgive me. Alright, now there is something I wanted to show you, but I've been forgetting. Let me use this opportunity to show. I know I showed you in one design, but I'm not sure whether you got it well. So let me assume I'm using a logo, an icon, sorry, that has a white background to it. Alright, and what I just need is black background. What I just need is, like now here you are seeing there is a black background. What I just need is just the color, it's just the icon. Okay, let me assume this, when you downloaded this one, it didn't come with transparent background, it just came as JPEG. Okay, so what you do here is you activate your object. This is how you hide image background. Alright, objects background. So I'll just come to max color. I showed you all this and I will activate it. Are you seeing? By default it just took away the white, but then it's the black that I want to remove. Okay, so I'll now touch this thing beside the one, like a button, like a pencil here, and I'll now select the color I want. I'll now select the color. Alright, so unfortunately it's giving me issue finding white here. Alright, so let me do something here. If it has removed the entire color like it's doing here, what you can do is you reduce the tolerance. Okay, Okay, I see. I'm just trying to get a white. I think this should do. Hmm. Okay, so I see. So I'll now pick a color, white, white color now. I'll activate it. Oh, sorry. I think I was doing it the opposite now. Sorry, I wanted to remove the black, not the white, Abi. So if I wanted to remove the black, I'll just tap here and just tap on the black and activate here. Sorry, I was good. My mind was focused on white. Alright, so this is how you remove the black. You can increase the tolerance to make sure all the black has disappeared. And then you see, I only have this, and then even this one, you can change the color by just coming to color here and activate it, and then give it the color you want. Give it the color you want. Okay, so for example, I'll just give it maintain white. So, okay, so I'll just duplicate this one, and then you see location and do query. Okay, I'll just I'll extend it. Alright, I see the importance of this thing that I was showing the other time. Okay, let me reduce this spacing. And this is the importance of it here. Okay, I just increase the size a bit. Now, just less than a minute, we have something nice. Now, I'm not designing anything like I said. I'm just showing. Okay, that is it about this one. Then there's another thing I would like you to know. Let me assume you add a picture. Okay, let me assume I add a picture which is colored here, and I would like to manipulate the edges of the picture. I don't want it to be that straight like it is here, so you can just come to objects here and then come to eraser, and then you increase this one by this side and increase this one a bit, and then I see. Let me reduce the size a bit. Okay, I see. This is how mostly you see that it's blending. I see the edges. So there is still some work by the side. There is still some work to be done this side. So let's make sure it's smooth. I even go around and then do something like this. This is mostly done for backgrounds, so that you only see some part of the picture, not fully. I see. And then by the time I reduce opacity, you will not even know that it was there. Okay, that I did something like this, because it's not showing line here. That's the purpose of it. I'm just showing us. Okay, then the second thing is the color here. That is this particular thing, color filter. It allows you manipulate the color of the object. Okay, I see. Increase it to blue, green, and so on. Saturation also does it the same. You use saturation, you reduce it blue to make it black and white for saturation. Brightness, as you know. Okay, then contrast, the same thing. Okay, I think on this note I would like to conclude today's class and the final class for this program. And I would like you to know that I had a great time. You guys have been awesome and wonderful. Congratulations. Okay, and then most of you made it to the 20 people that be certified. So congratulations once again. See you again next time, probably in 2020. You don't have to leave the group. You can stay here in case of next upcoming program. Thank you very much. We may decide to do an advanced class on phone or not, depends on the decision of the board next year. Thank you very much and have a great time. I wish you all the best.